Everyone, we're doing a little bit of a live podcast here today. It's Baseball is Dead is the name of the show.
That's the rumor.
The message behind that is a lot of people kept saying during the pandemic, during the lockout, and during the season where you couldn't have fans, oh, baseball's a dying sport. No one cares anymore. Baseball's dead. We're here to remind you, guess what? It's not dead. It's actually thriving. I saw some of those numbers where it was like the same ratings as the NBA Finals. You're putting up the World Series against the NBA Finals. I keep hearing about how the NBA is one of the most popular sports in the world. Baseball's neck and neck with that sport. We're all here to celebrate the game of baseball. It's the All-Star Game here in Los Angeles,
Hollywood,
California. Dallas wants to remind everyone that he's from the 209 Stockton, California.
That's right.
Just in case he loses his memory, he actually tattooed his area code on his abdomen.
Yep. And go to my OnlyFans page, and you can get every shot of that you would like.
Yeah.
That's for another conversation.
Yeah.
Hollywood is buzzing, Jared. Hollywood is buzzing. I got to say, as a transplant from Northern California, to come down to Southern California and see the support for the game of baseball here in Hollywood, when there's a lot of other things going on, I want to applaud you fans for coming out and enjoying the game, enjoying the festivities, because there's a lot of other different things you could be doing. So to see fans out and about, that puts a smile on my face. That lets me know that baseball indeed is not dead, Joseph.
It's dead.
No.
Is your microphone on? I don't think it is. Yeah, the on button's usually what turns it on.
Well, it doesn't work.
Oh!
Oh, it's on. Joey's got
It's
a dead
on.
mic.
Are you good now?
No.
They're censoring me.
His takes are too hot.
They have too many good takes.
He has
Absolutely
melted the mic.
There we go.
Baseball's dead.
Turn that one on.
Still turn it on. This guy.
0 for 2 with the mics.
Yeah, no.
Nope. That one's on. That one's not
Absolutely
working,
censored.
Thank you, guys.
though. Oh, hey!
Thank you, guys.
Incredible.
Shout out to Earl and audio. Give it up for
you.
Earl.
Baseball's alive, baby.
What kind of hot takes did you have that they were just trying to censor from you?
Because I like the Dodgers. Woo! They don't want the Dodgers to win. Everybody hates on them. They're the best team. They never lose.
Some big news today, Dallas,
Oh?
that I wanted to discuss with you because I know that you're the biggest Shohei Ohtani honk in the world.
I enjoy me some Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani today said, you know what? I'm not going. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'll hit. He's going to lead off against who's
Clayton Kershaw is his name, Jared. Put some
Clayton
respect
Kershaw,
on it.
the
The greatest southpaw of all time. And
That's
you know
strong.
what? The Los
That's
Angeles
strong.
Dodgers have experienced some great southpaws. Shout out to Fernando Valenzuela. Fernando Mania swept this area back in the 80s, Jared. Clayton Kershaw
How do you
came
not
over.
say Sandy Koufax there?
Buddy, I was getting...
All right.
Can I start work?
Jeez.
My God, Jared.
Just getting warmed up.
Just trying to get you to appreciate
You know
what
what? You know
is
what
the
he
lefty
is doing?
love.
He's diverting from the fact that he doesn't want to talk about Shohei backing out of pitching in the All-Star
I got
game.
no problem.
That's what he doesn't want to talk about today.
I
So
got no
Shohei
problem
Ohtani
talking about that.
Said today, thanks but no thanks. I know everyone came to see
Fair enough.
the two-way Shohei Ohtani, and I'm not even going to compare him to Babe Ruth because Babe Ruth sucked. He wasn't even good.
Jared,
He
I'm not
sucked.
gonna do this with you in front of a room full of quality people. I'm not gonna do that.
I don't think that anyone here disagreed with me at the time, though. I will say this, though. I'm very disappointed that Shohei Ohtani has decided not to pitch in the All-Star game. What is he saving bullets for?
For
the
the Atlanta
Angels ain't
Braves.
going to the playoffs.
For the Atlanta Braves, this is his first game back. He's facing the best. What do they do?
I can't say
The
this.
lineup?
They hit the ball hard.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do.
they
Yeah,
do.
they do.
They bang balls.
Yeah,
They do.
they do.
So he wants the rest for his team. What's wrong with that?
More people are going to pay attention to him at the All-Star game than some random game in July against the Atlanta Braves. I'll tell you that.
Okay, but it's not about him. It's about the team, baby.
It's about the league. When you're all right, so we went around on Santa Monica Pier the other day. go around asking people who's the face of baseball. I think the most submitted answer was Shohei Ohtani. And when you're the face of baseball, this is why Mike Trout's not the face of baseball. He don't care about marketing himself, the game, yada, yada. This is why Shohei Ohtani, as the face of baseball, you have an obligation to the league, to the fans, to the world. If you're the guy that can hit and you can pitch, you get on that mound, you get in that batter's box.
Well, oddly enough, I don't see many Angels fans
There's one
around
right there.
here.
There's one right
I
there.
don't see many Angels fans around here. Oh, there's a couple Halos fans.
Yeah.
There's
What's
a couple
up?
Halos fans. I didn't want to say this to him, Jared, face to face. I didn't want to do it. I feel like you're kind of making me do this right now.
What's that?
You know how I feel about Shohei Ohtani and why he
love him.
came to Los Angeles, right?
Yeah.
He came to Los Angeles because he wanted to tell you that he was the best baseball player on the planet.
Oh, there's
how
a
do you
Yankee
do
guy.
that? Well,
Hold
you
on,
sign
time
up
out.
to play
Where
next
do-
to Mike Trout,
Where
right?
do you think Aaron Judge is playing next year? Nah, I don't think so. You
No,
guys
can't.
can't afford him. Can't. Thank
So,
you. That's the best
Ohtani-
compliment I can get.
Ohtani told him, I'll go to your team and I'm going to show you just how good I am because I'm going to hit and I'm going to pitch. I'm going to do it all. And he has done that, right? He has absolutely done that. But, gentlemen, I got a bone to pick with you because I blame you two. Or three? You three. I blame all three of you right now for Ohtani declining to pitch in this All-Star game. You want to know why? Because you have given him a false sense of hope. Your desires, you've been begging him on social media. We've seen the DMs, buddy, don't lie. You've been begging for them to get to the postseason, begging for them to not waste the career of the great Michael Trout. Is that true? You want to see the Millville Meteor rise in October, don't you? So it's you that he is
He wants to
trying to
trade
get
him.
to the postseason
That's
for.
a real Angels fan right there.
And it's
Trade
the
him.
All-Star game and the fans of the game that are missing out because he's trying to do you three gentlemen a solid when we know that's just a fruitless
So I want to ask
effort.
you guys this question. It's a glorified exhibition game, but so is every Angels game because you're not playing for anything. You guys are
Fact.
Angel fans, right? You have Mike Trout on your team. You have Shohei Ohtani on your team.
Yeah, you basically are like
Would
fans
you
of the
rather-
Globetrotters. You get to see awesome guys do really cool stuff, but it doesn't mean anything at the end of the
I
day.
think Shohei feels like he has an obligation to you guys to save bullets for the second half. For what reason?
How you feel
Would
about
you
that
rather
now?
have Shohei pitch in the All-Star game where everyone can enjoy him, or would you rather have him save some bullets for the second half where no one enjoys him because the Angels aren't winning those
You
games
want
anymore?
Shohei Ohtani squaring off against Clayton Kershaw? That's going to happen when he bats leadoff, right? But how about him taking the mound right after that happens? That'd be pretty awesome. You're going to talk about that 10, 15 years from now, right? And I love me the Dirty Leslie that's going to be starting for the AL, Shane McClanahan. Love him. He absolutely deserves the nod. Give it to him. But are we going to be talking about Clayton Kershaw squaring off against Shane McClanahan 10, 15 years from now? We'd be talking about Clayton Kershaw maybe punching Ohtani out with that hammer from hell. And then maybe Ohtani doing the same thing to the first three hitters he faced. That'd be great. We're not going to have that story to tell. I blame you three for that.
Sad.
It was a great year. It was great. But we could essentially see that every year. Every
What's
year.
he
but
got? He's got like an 0.46 ERA since like 2 months ago.
I think it's 05. Yeah, 04. It was 058
Yeah, I
last
feel
start.
like Joey knows.
He's got a good ERA in the over the past month. Pretty good.
Yeah, he's
but
all right.
wait, but Jared.
Yes.
You told me yesterday that Shohei Ohtani is the biggest choke artist. Caves under pressure. Doesn't like the big.
Doesn't this
Zine?
prove that?
In your brain, it does.
I think it proves that. Every time he goes to Yankee Stadium, what does he do? Big old dump in his pants. Doesn't perform in the home run derby last year, and then he backs out of the All-Star game this year. I don't know. It sounds like my case is growing stronger by the day. It really does. I'm not a Shohei Ohtani hater. I'm not.
Kind of sounds like you are.
I'm not. It's just
You're the guy who needed to see more. He did everything that hadn't been
and I'm
done since
still
Babe
waiting.
Ruth, and you're
I'm
like, you know
still
what?
waiting.
Jury's
I grew
still
up-
out.
I grew up a Red Sox fan. I was 10 years old when Pedro Martinez diced up the whole entire steroid era. 2 innings of work, 6 batters, 5 strikeouts. To strike him out, throw him out. Thanks to Pudge in the Hall of Fame, by the way. I'm just saying. I've seen other guys go out there and be like, you know what? I have an obligation to the fans of baseball. I'm Pedro Martinez. People paid a ticket to see Pedro Martinez. You think that there's people who didn't buy tickets to the All-Star game so far in advance because they were like, well, at least we're going to get to see Shohei pitch and hit. And then they show up today. How do you explain that to your kids? How do you explain that to your kid? Hey,
Don't
little
ask
Timmy.
me, ask
Hey,
them.
little Timmy. We're not actually. I know how excited you were to see Shohei Ohtani pitch, but he doesn't care about you.
He
He
doesn't
don't care
have-
about you.
He doesn't have kids.
No,
'Cause
I'm
he's
saying the
too-
metaphorical
I know what
father
you're
who has
saying,
to
but I'm
speak to his
making a point.
metaphorical kids.
I'm making a point. He doesn't have kids because all he cares about is being good at ball, and all he does 24/7 is do ball. And
Is this not ball?
this is ball, but hasn't he done enough?
No.
There's no pressure on him already. He's got Japan.
Jared, he's put the game on his back. He's put the halos on his back. He's put these three gentlemen on his back.
He's carried them
doing
all the way to
everything he
last
can.
place. What are we talking about?
He's
If
doing-
you can't entertain the fans of Anaheim, at least entertain us. We're out
He
here.
will.
Yeah, no,
He will.
No, he won't. No,
He
he
will.
won't. Sad.
You
It's
need to get the
actually
hate
sad.
for Ohtani out of your heart.
I feel like Shohei.
I
turned
feel like
his
you're
back on me
projecting the
today.
Boston Red Sox skid into the second half on a lot of people here, and that's unfair of you.
That's not what I'm doing.
It kind of feels that way.
I haven't been in a good mental space recently. I'm
wanna
not,
talk about
I don't
it?
want to get into a whole rant about the Boston
We're
Red
in the
Sox.
trust tree right now.
Let's talk about it.
I don't want to talk about
Chris
that.
Sale is weak, dude.
Dude,
He is.
Wow.
106 off
Well-
the bat, broke his hand, had surgery today, by the way. That just came out a couple of minutes ago. But the prognosis is maybe he'll be back again at some point this
What are
year.
you pointing at me for, Joey?
Didn't you take a 106 off the hand? What'd you do after that?
Yeah, no, I didn't want to bring it up. I
probably
did. I
like-
took 106 off the
Probably
hand
like
against
77.
Vernon Wells.
I don't
That
even think they
happened.
had exit velocity when
That
Dallas
happened in the
played.
first inning, and you're right,
That's
Joey.
actually true. They didn't.
Pitching the rest of the game, that was kind of tough for me. It
Statcast
hurt.
was invented like
And I
half
did
a
get an
decade
X-ray
after
after
Dallas
the
got
game.
kicked out of the league.
But yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying.
There's some guy, you know.
Some people can't do it. Some people can't throw a perfect game. Creighton Kershaw.
It's not for
Some-
everybody.
Some people can. Some people break a hand, they still pitch. Some can't.
I didn't want to bring that up.
What did you do? You dislocated your finger? What did you do?
Oh no, I broke these two fingers, and then 3 bones in the back of the hand.
And you
No.
finished the outing.
Yeah, that happened in the first inning. I only went through 6 innings. Yeah, that's all.
That's fine.
I did the best I could with one hand. It was my throwing hand, if
So,
that matters.
if anyone here is on Twitter, I would love for you to tweet out Dallas Braden just called Chris Sale a coward, because I think that's just what you did.
Not at all.
Former big league pitcher Dallas Braden
Not at
calls
all.
Chris
I
Sale
told you how
a coward
gutted I was
live on
for this.
stage.
It breaks my heart.
I thought is that more or less what he said? He kind of
That's-
said that Chris Sale is a coward for
No,
not
I don't
finishing
think
with a broken
anybody
finger.
here heard that.
I said
A
it.
lot of people said
Chris
it.
Sale's
here
a
heard-
coward.
Why are you laughing, sir?
Chris-
Sir, Braves fan, sir, you
Yeah,
were
he's a
laughing
Braves
a
fan.
little too hard at that. Yeah, that
Because
ain't
he's
cool.
a champion, baby.
That
He
ain't cool.
knows.
That
He's
is
a
not.
champion.
Yeah. Who's
You
on the
know I
back of
didn't
that
say
jersey?
that.
Who's on the back of that Braves jersey?
Oh,
wow.
give me the last
Shout out to Bill Ricka, Massachusetts'
Uh-huh.
own Tom Glavine.
That's right.
Yeah, I used to live in Bill Ricka, by the way. It is the definition of the sticks. My neighbors had roosters and goats. They named a whole street after Tom Glavine, the 1995 World Series MVP, by the way.
Deserved it.
He did deserve it. But I think they retired his jersey at Bill Ricka High School for hockey.
Wow.
Yeah, he is not a bender.
No. But again, another win for Massachusetts.
They're on fire. Massachusetts
we're doing great.
is on fire.
So since Shohei Ohtani essentially spit in all of our faces here, we won't get to be able to see him pitch. What are you looking forward to in the All-Star game? Since we can't see that, which is what everyone's here for, and now we can't.
In the All-Star game
Yep.
specifically, who do I want to see?
What's your dream matchup? Like, you hope to see player X get in the box, and then player X is on the mound. Who is that matchup for you?
I want to see Spencer Strider and Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge got 32 homers going into this break. Spencer Strider has the hardest fastball on average at any starter in baseball. Dude's blowing 102 up there.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him get the ball and just step on the mound and go like this. Here it comes. And just throw fastballs right by the dude. Challenge. I want to see the pitchers go out there and tell
That's an
every
easy
hitter what's
punchy, I
coming.
feel like.
Here comes this nastiness.
Yeah.
Can you get on that train?
I'm on that train. I don't know if Spencer Strider's in the All-Star game.
Is he not in the All-Star? I
don't-
thought he just got the nod. Did he not get the nod? Or did he not?
We know Braves,
No? Oh.
and he pitched yesterday, so he's not going to be pitching.
Well, I'd like to see something like that then.
Yeah.
Well, what was yours? You
Oh, man, I would love to see Shohei Ohtani on the mound, maybe against literally anybody.
That's a pointed question.
That
yeah,
is true.
I feel like I really came here to see Shohei pitch.
I want to
did.
see Shohei versus Mike Trout on the mound.
Oh,
But
can't happen. But if it could, that would be a great matchup to see. Mike Trout, I believe, just went on the injured list today. What's up
Yeah.
with that? He's trying to get out of the All-Star game too. Why doesn't anyone want to play in the All-Star game?
Vacation, bro. Come on, let's be real. Vacation.
he's here.
We lives here.
He does live
Okay,
here.
well then why isn't he on vacation somewhere else?
There's only 3 days. It's not
Then
the whole
why-
All-Star. You don't get that big extendo.
Well,
you
isn't
know?
that the point for vacation?
No, because one day is a travel day, then you're there, then the next day travel day. That's not a vacation.
So there's no vacation. So he's not missing because of vacation.
There's no holidays. There's just off days.
Okay. There's vacation but no holiday.
Right. Wait, it's got to be your bull if you stick. He's got nothing to do.
We got some Dodger fans here, and I'm curious to get your opinions. Yeah, go Dodgers.
There he is. Let's go Dodgers!
Scott loves the Dodgers, yeah.
Woo!
I'm curious to get your opinion here because the home run derby is tonight, and there's a horse over there that's pretty big. There's no Dodger representation in the home run derby. Does that bother you, or are you kind of just like, Corey Seager kind of counts? That doesn't count?
Who would you send up there
What
as
about-
Dodger fans? Mookie.
Mookie? I don't know.
Max Muncy?
Max.
Hey,
he's a nice
sir,
guy.
I said Bellinger last week.
nice
I said I
guy.
feel like Belly, if he knows what's coming. Come on.
Cody's a good guy.
I love me some Belly.
Has Turner done the Derby before?
Justin,
Justin.
I thought he did the Derby a couple years ago. Am I wrong?
Maybe.
Probably wrong.
Is that the one that Todd Frazier won? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I believe you.
Yeah. I mean, that's weird that you guys don't consider Seager as one of your own. I mean, he's not a Texas Ranger. You guys really just kick him to the curb just like that? I mean, the guy got paid. Be happy for Corey Seager. You should. You know what? The real Dodger representation in this home run derby is a first-round matchup against my pick, Kyle Schwarber. The Dodger representative is Albert Pujols. I mean, the guy
Wow.
was a Dodger legend. I would say.
Agreed.
I would say what last year that Albert Pujols probably sold more Dodger jerseys than anyone except for Mookie. That's
That
probably
might be
true.
accurate.
That's probably true.
I don't know. See, I feel like a lot of people still got love for Belly, regardless of what the numbers
Yeah,
say.
but they already have a Bellinger jersey. They already have Clayton Kershaw jerseys. So if we're going
okay.
strictly on 2021 jersey sales, just the Dodgers, it's probably Mookie Betts, and I bet you Albert Pujols is right there.
I've seen a million Dodger jerseys, not one Pujols. I'm looking at a Trevor Bauer Dodger jersey. That
Oh no!
he sold more jerseys than
It's a
Pujols
family
last
show,
year.
Joey. It's a family show.
There's got to be someone here that has a Pujols Dodgers jersey.
No.
Like,
Jared
that's
just
gonna-
said if you can locate somebody here with an Albert Pujols jersey, he will give them $500 cash right now.
Right now,
That cannot happen.
if they still sell them, yeah, I'm seeing a lot. There's a Bellinger right there.
Yeah,
Does
they're-
anyone, because I know that Dallas, he said on the last podcast that he said Albert Pujols is washed up and he has no chance.
I did not-
I
I
still
didn't
believe
say
that he
that.
does. Is there
I
anyone
did.
that gives Albert Pujols a chance in the first round against Kyle Schwarber? Not even Dodger fans. You're talking about a Dodger legend. You guys have thrown Corey Seager to the woods. You don't care about Albert Pujols. Like, I know, he's 59. That's what I'm saying. Let's see what your cardio looks like when you're pushing 60. It's crazy.
Oh,
I could take him. I can't believe
got better-
Dallas said that about Syndergaard.
He's
That's
got
crazy.
better boots than you.
what a boss.
I can't believe you had that take. That's
Man's bigger than the horse, bro.
yeah.
He's gonna get on it. Oh, baby.
It would require a Clydesdale to hold him.
I feel like we have to pivot our home run derby discussion to Noah Syndergaard versus a horse.
I'm just glad they finally let one of these horses out of that cage. It's been 3 days locked in a cage. These poor horses, man.
I mean, he's almost as tall as that horse.
For real.
Can someone Google how tall he is? He's got to be like, what, 6'5"?
Well, standing next to that horse, I got Noah Syndergaard at about 14 and a half hands.
6'6".
Yeah, he's 14 and a half hands high.
Yeah.
Because that Clydesdale's about 17 hands high.
I mean, if his pitching career ever goes the way of Dallas Braden, he's got a career in the WWE. I'll tell you that right now.
He's already halfway there.
Yeah. Look at this guy. What is he doing with the horse? We need more action.
He's meeting a Clydesdale, Jared.
Someone go slap that horse's ass.
He
and see what
himself, a
happens.
Clydesdale, is meeting a Clydesdale.
Excuse me?
I said he himself, a Clydesdale, is meeting a Clydesdale.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyways, I have Kyle Schwarber. We went with heart picks and we went with brain picks. My heart pick was Kyle Schwarber, but my brain pick, I hate when people pick the favorite. That's pretty much all Dallas does is just pick the favorite.
I'm just right.
He'll just be like,
A lot.
"Oh yeah, I think I got the Yankees and the Dodgers in the World Series this year. Please credit Dallas Braden." But I think it would be very hard to pick against Pete Alonso in this home run derby. I feel like if you're picking against Pete Alonso in this home run derby, you're doing it just to be different because that is the correct answer.
It's been easy for me to pick it because I picked him the first year he won it, and then I picked him the next year he won it, and I'm going to pick him again this year. And he's going to win it again this year.
What if I told you you couldn't pick him? Who would you pick?
I would pick Julio Rodriguez.
Okay.
The J-Rod show.
Yeah. Plus 1,000.
That's my pick.
Plus 1,000. What is he? The 7th seed?
7 seed.
7 seed.
7 seed.
But that's only because he didn't even start the year in the big league level.
I feel like the youthful exuberance can make up for the experience that Pete Alonso brings to the table.
Yeah.
So if Pete Alonso, who knows what he has to do each round, knows what it takes, if he, for whatever reason, isn't there, then yeah, J-Rod show.
So we've seen our fair share of home run derbies over the years. And let's just say, all right, Pete Alonso wins. There's always one guy that steals the show that doesn't win. When we were in Cleveland, Vladdy Jr. Everyone remembers Josh Hamilton in 2008. He didn't even win. It was Justin Morneau. If there's one guy, say Pete Alonso wins it, congratulations, it's a three-peat. Who's the guy that steals the show?
That's going to be Juan Soto.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be Juan Soto.
All right.
Because Juan Soto's going to go, oh, the contract talks. There might be whispers of people who say I'm not worth $500 million. You know what I'm going to show them? I'm going to show Mr. Rizzo why he should have came correct with the $500 million to start the conversation. And I'm going to show all these other fans who are like, this guy's greedy. Yeah, I should have ball 520 feet. Oh. How about that?
Joey?
I was going to say Juan Soto, too.
Oh, man.
I think
he jacked him.
He could do the shuffle, do a nut grab.
Imagine if he did the shuffle in the home run derby.
I think we're going to see one. We're going to see a take.
I feel like he would have done something like that and under the old rules, but now that you're being timed, you're only hurting yourself.
It's all right. No, you can spit on it. No problem. He knows he's going to take it. He's going to do it. He's here to give the people what they want.
Like if he's got to hit one or two more homers and he has 35 seconds left, I could see him do a shuffle.
I could see him going Bryce Harper and just completely ignoring the clock altogether.
Is that a prop bet that we can get on the sportsbook? Can we do that? Like
Whether or not Juan Soto shuffles?
Over 0.5 Juan Soto shuffles, can we do that?
I feel like that should be something. That should be a thing.
I would take that action.
Yeah.
Does the shuffle count if he doesn't grab his nuts?
Yeah.
Yes.
But isn't that kind of disappointing?
Maybe.
That kind of
Maybe. Yeah, I could see that being slightly disappointing.
Maybe. It's a G-rated shuffle. I get it.
Sure.
Well, you know.
I don't hate it.
No.
I think if he did the nuts, maybe a little more, couple more views.
Well, yeah, maybe. Maybe, but
He's not going to get a fastball in the air in the Derby.
it's a family show. No, he's not going to get a fastball in the dirt. That'd be a sight, though.
I mean, now we just have like a full-blown photo shoot going on with Noah Syndergaard and this horse.
I'm jealous.
That's
Like, I see the connection now. I see the no free ads. I see the company that the horse belongs to. That makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense. That
get it?
A horse would just be walking around.
Or you were under the impression this entire time that there was just a random horse
Yeah.
walking around LA Live?
I thought that horse just like goes here.
Gene Autry's no longer with us, Jared.
Yeah.
There's nobody in LA just rocking a Clydesdale around downtown.
I thought that horse was just super pissed about Shohei and was like, who do
No.
I have to go down there and talk to about Shohei not pitching in the All-Star game?
Send me to the glue factory. We're sending
Yeah.
you to the glue factory.
Yeah, I actually am a big fan of Noah's cowboy hat there. I am officially now a cowboy. Did you see that?
I did see that. I
Yeah.
actually just purchased another pair of cowboy boots because I am not a fraud. I've owned cowboy boots before in my life.
So now you're gatekeeping cowboys.
Not at all.
I can't just become a cowboy
Yes,
at
you can.
33? Okay,
Yes, you
so then
can.
why you're cowboy shaming me right now?
No. Welcome. Welcome to the
That's-
corral.
That did not sound very welcoming
Welcome to the
whatsoever.
corral.
Well, let's do
Yeah.
a cowboy competition. First one to get on that horse, full send the horse back. You get a free cap.
Double slap the cheeks, rear mount it.
Yeah, I mean, you act like I've never been on a horse before. I could do that.
Oh, I know.
You look
That's
like
so-
you were born on a horse.
Yeah,
A horse, dude.
dude, I'm a big horse guy.
You fucking...
I could see.
Everyone knows that about me.
I could see.
Oh, and then how about you ride Jared?
I don't know about that.
That's probably not going to work
Yeah,
out.
You're not a
probably-
horse?
Yeah, I don't think I'd be down for that.
Coward.
What matchup in this home run derby has the highest potential to steal the show? You got what? The 4-5
What's-
is Juan Soto versus Joe Ram.
I'm not too excited about Joe Ram. I think Ronald Acuna. Who's he squaring off against? Alonso.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that's
a
the
2-7 matchup.
yeah. That's the matchup right there. Because
Ronnie versus Alonso that's the matchup of the night.
Because Ronnie, I think coming out of the gate's going to be like, look, I will give it everything I have right now to slay Goliath. I will be that dude who slays Goliath, and then from there, we'll move on. Like, we'll let the chips fall where they may. But I'll be
King
the guy
Slayer.
right
Wow.
now that says Ronald Acuna Jr. puts together one hell of a first round that gives us possibly the round of the Derby.
I think the finals potential, they're on opposite sides of the bracket, but we could potentially see a showdown of Kyle Schwarber versus Julio Rodriguez in the finals. That could happen. And if it does, I'm just saying, I feel like that's, in WWE terms, you have the big, strong guy put over the young star to create the new star. I think Kyle from Waltham has what it takes to put him over in the finals to be like, hey, you know what? The J-Rod show, it's kind of a thing. It's more than just Seattle territory. Now it's kind of a national thing.
Schwarber is the scary thought because Schwarber is the dude. Schwarber's the 12-year-old who shows up, and all the other 12-year-olds were hanging out, having a good time, wrestling around, and then he walks through the door. He's 3.5 inches taller than every other 12-year-old. He outweighs them by 80 pounds, and he's just flinging kids around. Like, that's who Kyle Schwarber is. He's got the ability to just run in to home run after home run after home run with ease, not even having to try. So that's the biggest threat, in my opinion, to the crown of the three-peat for Pedro Alonso.
I think they're in the similar weight class. They're in the perfect weight range
Yes.
for a home run derby.
Two heavyweights.
Well, they're not too fat where they're going to get tired, but they're big enough where you can just hit bombs without really trying.
Yep.
Someone like J-Rod, someone like Ronald, they're not eating spinach as much.
The home run derby would look very different if Joey was allowed to just handpick who he would put in there. He would just
Yes.
put the fattest dudes in there.
Is that what we want to see, guys? Fat guys hitting bombs? I'll get every fat guy in baseball and then Zach Greinke and then home run derby. And Greinke would win it because I'm doing it and I make him win.
Just get every fat guy in baseball and put him in the home run derby.
There's a lot of them.
There is a lot of them, yeah. I would tune in for that.
It would go viral, bro.
Yeah. They should just do something separate like that. It's like they have the home run derby, they have the all-star game, they have the celebrity softball game, and then they have the fat derby.
The fattest. How fat can you be to hit a home run?
Would we be
What-
okay with a skills competition? We'd be okay with the skills competition, right? Throwing to targets, things like that. Have you guys seen the videos from overseas? The skills competition, the bunting competitions they have, putting a ball right on target. You got to throw a ball into a target, into a little bucket, lots of different stuff like that. I love the derby, always have. Baseball's more than just hitting home runs. So I always just try to get a feel for fans and whether or not they want to see, actual skill as opposed to just gorilla ball. I'm
I
here
don't
for
know
the
what's
gorilla
taking
ball.
so long. I don't know why they wouldn't have done that by now.
Well, I can tell by the reactions that they weren't really into it.
They don't
You
know what
want
they're
to see
missing.
you guys? Who has the best bunt?
You
Let's
don't think
see it.
they have the skills? Yeah. I love that. I'm here for
You
that.
see that old clip? They did that before.
Yeah.
Back in like the
Yeah,
80s.
They
looked
have to
dope.
have catchers throwing down to second. They have to have right fielders throwing to third base on the fly, which like not a lot of people can do. But I actually did that. We were playing in a charity game back in November in Dallas, Texas. Dallas Braden, I think it was Dallas Braden hit a base hit through the right side. I came up gunning it was a cruise missile to third base, hit him right in the chest on the fly. And I think that's something I would like to see other all-star major leaguers do. But just
You're just going to leave out the fact that the runner had a prosthetic leg? You're just going to leave that out?
I mean, that doesn't make my throw to third any more.
That probably makes them
impressive.
faster.
Yeah.
I want
Fake
context.
leg.
I want the people to
Not
understand
everyone can
context
do that.
here.
That's not a mere mortal thing that people can just roll out of bed and do. And
No, you're right.
I
The
did.
man had his leg blown off and was out there playing softball, and you tried to hose him at third base and then make fun of him.
Yeah, did he run? No.
Well, it's a matter of ability,
Yeah,
Jared.
runner stayed at second.
Got it
That's how
because
you
he
get
had
that
to.
done.
He made the third out of third, man. There's no apologies for that.
That's
I
what I'm
don't care
saying.
how many legs you got. You make the third or first out of third.
You know what they
Running-
call
running
that?
poles.
A long walk back to the dugout.
That's
right.
Yeah, don't ever try and run on my cannon, baby. What other skill competitions could you put inside that contest? Like I feel like the
No,
home
I
run
li-
derby is one in its own.
But the catching thing is great because we have the ability now to show you how hard the catcher's throwing the ball to second base, right? So we can show you how quick he gets it done. Is that a 1/8, the pop time? Just so you understand, the moment that the ball hits the glove
That's
to the
lame.
time it gets
They
to
got to
the
do the
second
thing they did in
baseman,
Japan
shortstop.
with Barry Bonds.
What's
They had so I don't. Has anyone ever seen this YouTube clip with Barry Bonds and Jason Giambi before? They went to Japan in I think 2004 or 5, and they put trampolines where the pitcher's mound is, and they had someone jumping like 20 feet in the air and then throwing the baseball to home plate to see if Barry Bonds could still hit homers,
Barry
and he
pumped.
could. Yeah, they did. It was all kinds of crazy stuff. It was like think of Legends of the Hidden Temple meets Major League Baseball skills competition. That's what it was. It was awesome.
It was great.
That's
Awesome.
real skill.
Thank you. Yeah, bring back Legends of the Hidden
The
Temple.
floor
while
is
we're at it.
lava. We're getting there, right?
Yeah, like shout out to the Blue Barracudas or whatever the hell they were, and the Pink Panthers and all kinds of whatever. What was it?
Nobody remembers.
The silver something. Silver Monkeys. Yep.
Yep.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. We need to bring that back. I think they turned the logo off because they want us to leave. It is.
Derby time.
It's Derby time. All right. Thank you guys for coming out, hanging with us. If you're going to the Derby, have a great time. We'll be back here tomorrow before the All-Star game. Enjoy your time in LA, and we'll see you for the podcast on Tuesday.
Go Dodgers.
We out.
By the way, if anyone has a quick second, we're doing a video asking people who the face of baseball is. If you guys want in on that, I agree. Hang around here. We're going to bang it out really quick before we head over if you guys want to be in the video.